Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be explaining the Slendytubbies storyline and how literally the game the lore of the game. So before we get started in this video, it does have flashing lights. It kind of hurt my eyes, so epileptic people, please click off. And if you're not epileptic, let's continue. So I'm gonna be using this thing. I'm gonna be using the media player. I'm gonna change it into audio. I'm gonna view my media player. It's an hour and 26 minutes and 7 seconds. I'm just gonna go through it right quick and literally just this video is gonna be a long time. But I'm just going to I'm gonna use it to help me explain. So, Poe, she starts off, you start off by being at the beach. Nunu comes from behind you, and he just, oh my god. But, Nunu, he comes from, the forest, and then, he walks up to Poe, and he asks Poe why she's out in the middle, just looking at the lake by herself, and she left, the mainland house. So, it's gonna take her a few minutes to get back there, and Nunu went out looking for her, because I guess they were just wondering and making sure, just making sure Poe was okay, so they asked Nunu to go out. So, Nunu is out, they're both outside. Poe was all the way at the beach. Nunu, I don't really know where he comes from, he just comes from the abyss, and then he asks why you're out there. You can just really pick whatever you want. I pick I'm just enjoying the view. So the next thing, you walk home. Since I'm a bad person, I kicked the ball of Lala, and then I went to go talk to her. I was kind of rude. And then Tinky Winky approaches you first. He asks you, where have you been? And I was being nice to him. I just said I'm hungry. And then he said Lala was sad, so you should go talk to Lala. I did. I had to go through every answer. So then the next scene, you're inside of the Tubby house. And everybody asked, they ask if you could make them all food, like the slave that you are. you go, you have to go turn on the power. In the footage that I have in the background, you don't go get the, I just don't talk to Dipsy whenever he tells you to go get the power, because I know how to play the game, so I ran over, turned on the power. Well, that's just how you play the game. I shouldn't say I did it, because this is just an old video. So, you go over there, you touch it, you press the button, and then you go over to the custard machine. Whenever you use the custard machine, it breaks. You go to the back of the Tubby house to find a toolbox. Whenever you get that toolbox, Poe goes back over to the custard machine. She fixes the custard machine, and then the next scene, y'all are sleeping, and it shows a visual from the above, and then it goes down to the side, and then you hear a crack. Tinky Winky is now up. You can see him, and it took me a few minutes to realize this, but I actually just had to just move something. I had to move my mouse somewhere, then I had to tap on Tinky Winky, and it gave me answers on the bottom. I was like, I've been sitting here for 2 minutes, and then after that, you either get the option to go solo to go find them, or you get to wake up everybody and go, which Dipsy, being the fat idiot he is, he decides to stay, because he's lazy and fat. And then Lala, she says she'll be awake in a minute, and then Poe goes to the back to get the flashlights. After Poe gets the flashlight, she goes back to the Tubby house door where Lala is standing there. Wait, give me a minute. I got a burp. Well, you couldn't really hear it, but it was inside my throat. But so you go to the door. Lala's there with her flashlight, and you have your flashlight. You both walk out, and it took me a few minutes to walk way over, but you walk over, like through this like pathway, and then for some reason, from some stupid reason, you and Lala decide to split up. So after you split up, you so you go check like this little branch, well, not branch, this tree. It has a custard behind it. Whenever you go touch that custard, Poe really just ignores it, and then you see and then you want to go check up on Lala to see if she's okay. You go over there, it gives you a sign of the lake, and you walk over there. Tinky Winky turns around and screams you, while Lala is over there with her eyes literally scratched out and blood coming down. So you have to run to the mainland house, and wait, sorry, I'm trying to find the thing. You have to run to the mainland house, and then you find Dipsy's dead. So you turn around. For some reason, Poe just has the vision of like an ant, I guess. So she goes forwards. She has to get so close to Tinky Winky. She can smell him of how close she's getting to him, and she doesn't even notice him. And she's staring right at him as on the scene. So then you finally realize he's right there, and you have to take a turn. First, you jump over a rock. You have to hold things down. You would jump over a rock. Next, you go to a log, and Poe does like the most enormous. Wait, give me a minute. This Sambucha notification there. But you do the most enormous jump anybody has ever done in the existence of the world, and somehow you don't break your neck because you land on your back. It's kind of over your head. I don't really know how Poe land. And then you go forward, and I'm pretty sure you turn around. You have to look down and look up just to see Tinky Winky. Why not just look around and just see him and keep on running? You don't just stand still and do that, because you're an idiot if you do that. And then after that, like a few seconds after that, it kind of sounds like either Poe, Tinky Winky farted, or just the announcers asking where the Teletubbies have gone. It sounded like somebody farted, I swear to God. I think Poe farted of how scared she was. But then, we don't really have to do the rest. The rest is just a tree falls, and Poe has to go to the other tree near it. Whenever Poe does that, she turns around, Tinky Winky kills her, and then hangs her on a tree. Next scene, you are a guardian inside of the guardian is just like a white Teletubby with a cow hat. You're inside of his lair, and you play as him. So he talks about how could the Teletubbies have done that, and that will be later in the video. But so in this gameplay, I immediately knew where the pipe was. There's a pipe, you have to go grab it, you have to put it in this one machine thing. Well, not machine. You put it on this valve thing, and then you have to get the pressure to max. It took me a few minutes. I didn't see this one valve, and then I finally did it. Yeah, I kind of forgot. I thought you had to go to the thing immediately. But I went to the side. I figured out. I forgot. I need to turn this valve. I turned it. It went to the door. It pulled down. Whenever you do that, you go inside and you press those door buttons. And whenever you press the door buttons, it cuts to a screen where the thing is open. This starts to sound like a tutorial video, but it kind of explains some more of Slendytubbies. So after that, you go into the night vision camera room. After you do that, you walk way back to like a hallway, and it took me a few tries, but this is the first scary part of the game. Well, everything was scary, but this is the first actual thing where you get to be first person, except for the chase. But so there's the creatures. They're called newborn. They're armless people. They're armless Teletubbies with no eyes. I don't know how, but they can see you standing up, but they can't see you crouching, and they can't see you if you're crouching in the middle of the hallway. It's kind of weird. And whenever you go down there, you see your first one. You have to turn on your night vision, and it's so green that it was hard for me to see too. I could not really see anything, but so it took me like 5 tries to do it, cause it was like, it took me like so long trying to get out of here, and it's because like they kept on getting me through walls. I was like, or it could have just been them down the hallway. It's kind of hard to see. So after that, you have to make your way over to the exit. It's pretty hard. I'll skip to that part. Oh, this thing. So you go there. Oh, don't mind the Connor Pugs notification. Skibbity toilet kid farts in teacher's face. She almost dies. Finding angry moms in Among Us VR. I tried to disable those, but my mouse didn't work. So after you make it to the thing, to the ladder, climb up. You're outside of it. I paused so I could actually disable the notifications. I did, and the next part it shows. I think I picked the last location known to Poe. Poe's feet, you can see Poe's feet dangling, so she got hanged. That's how we know her death. And so you have to find the Tubby Custard there. It's behind the tree. I got that. And then the next thing I think I picked the lake or the mainland. And I picked the mainland. I went like Tinky Winky. Whenever you turn around, he spawns around like this slide thing made out of like custard, I think. And next to there, he walks around and he kind of just disappears. And I don't know if that's really important, but that's important because that tells you how he got outside. Unless he was already outside, but he probably made it to the mainland house. And he was probably in there whenever we walked in. He didn't see us, or we didn't see him. We went to the back. He walks out, and that's how the rest of how he got outside was. So that, and then the next location, I think I picked the lake. I died, and then I went to the cave, and it was easier to find that custard. So here, I went to the lake after, and so I didn't have to find the custard there because you weren't supposed to go there, I don't think, because it was kind of impossible since Tinky Winky was like stuck inside of the custard for me. And so I just went to the cave, and whenever I went back to the lake after, and there Tinky Winky like shoved like this like custard through his torso. I don't know how. I want to have magic like this guy. It went through his stomach. It levitated above the beach. It's kind of weird, and it kind of shined. I don't know how, because it never shines. And then so he consumes it, and he turns into Tinky Tank, and that is a long creature with arms. It's Tinky Winky. It's kind of pink. It has scars all over him, and his arms are really big and buffy. He's like really strong, kind of. And one of his eyes are white, and one of his eyes are red. He chases after you. You either pick mountains or caves. I picked mountains for this gameplay because mountains is just less scary, and it's scary, but the caves I just don't really like. It's kind of weird. But if you go into the caves, there's like rocks, and you have to make like puzzles to get out. And the mountains, you just have to figure out like ways. Like you have to listen really. So I kind of turn off the audio for the whole video. It's not supposed to have audio except for me speaking, probably some background music. I'm gonna add like background Slendytubbies music. And after you're in the mountains, you just so you go to you really just go forward, and you purposely just like get killed. So if you are playing and you just die, don't get mad. It's a part of the game. You're supposed to do that. The game's really hard. It took me like 5 tries to get past the newborn stage, even though that's like probably like the most easiest part of the game. So whenever you're back in the mountains, you get knocked out. You get taken to this area where there's blood in an eye, and there you meet this droid. After a while, he tells you his name is Unit 437, and that his directive was to kill his master, which is the Yeti-tubby. The Yeti-tubby, he has like he's like the Tinky Tank, but he doesn't use his arms to crawl. He's cyan, and he has like this little like white things around his hand, like around his wrist, around his neck, and like he has like spiky hair. But he is big like Tinky Tank. But so you ask the droid if you have seen if he has seen your night vision camera. He says the last time he's probably seen it was whenever his master, the Yeti-tubby, killed you. Well, didn't kill you, but put you in the mountains. So whenever you're in the mountains, you go down. He says, "Hey, where are you going?" If my master sees, if my master, I have to explain this to my master. And if my master listens that I let you out, he's gonna kill me. So then you just go out anyways, and then and you go to this like oak house. You find a you just leave. Wait, so it's not the oak house. So first you're down in this one area. You hear a sound, like you hear like a so you listen out for like this is kind of hard to say. You listen for like the Yeti sound. He's making that sounds so stupid, but he makes that kind of sound. It's like and you have to pick left or right. I used to know my left and rights until like I literally forgot over summer break, and then I had to try it twice to make sure it was always the same. And so after having to figure that out, so I finally went. So you go left, right, left. It's confusing. You just have to listen to where the sound comes from. You have to go the opposite way of the sound, and that's how that puzzle works. And then you go down to like this one area. You find a pipe inside this oak house. You go over to this fence. You budge it open with that. It took me a few seconds literally to figure out how to like get around the house. Like I knew you could get around it, but I never knew the camera was over there. So I went around. I found the camera way over there, and I ran back like really frantically in this part of the gameplay because I was so scared. I thought I heard it chasing after me. I was like, it's usually not even in this part of the game. And then it didn't chase me. I just took my camera and left. And then I was in the outskirts. In the outskirts, Lala is here, and you have to find 8 custards, which that gameplay is really annoying. But so after you just have to find 8 custards. One's underneath the bridge, one's on top of it, and I forgot who the rest is. But I got killed 2 times trying to figure out. Actually, no, maybe 5. I just got myself killed the restart, and also whenever I was unfair. And I got so mad at Lala. I grabbed the rubble, and the thing fell on her, and I bashed that rubble against her forehead. It felt so good after that. After I went to this silo place, and I found a few dead people. And another corpse. And then I had to like leave the game because it kind of broke, and also I was trying to get this notification off the screen, and also I got stuck under these stairs. So after that I restarted. Well, I didn't restart. I went to chapter 3 where I was, and then I went back, and I met Ron. I went to the secret silo first, but then I realized I needed a key card because I forgot about that. I met Ron. He told me to go through the fence. I went to the other side. I started like losing my mind, seeing like Teletubbies. I went around, I like very far. I found a key card next to some guy's dead body, and whenever I was back around, I came around and I saw like Dipsy. He looked normal. I was like, he's real. He survived. And nope, his head came off, and he had a chainsaw, and he started chasing after me. I ran away, and then he kind of tripped on a laser, and I kind of took his chainsaw. The next scene, you're inside of the announcer's room. After you like you be rude to Nunu. If you just protest with Nunu, then he you just get killed. I wanted to live and do the other ending that I never did, is the good ending. So I I fought the announcer. I'm not really going to talk much about it, but in the middle of it, I kind of knocked off his arm. He went to the back of the room and got a chainsaw. I don't know if that's a part of the game or if that's rare. It's kind of confusing. But he grabbed a chainsaw and he tried to kill me. So after he tries to kill you with a chainsaw or whatever it is, he also has a gun on his arm. I think that's what I knocked off. And you have to like hold right click the stop the bullet, the things from hitting you. And I don't know why, but it also blocks underneath attacks, which you're aiming up, and also that shouldn't even be possible. So, after that, you broadcast to the military that you're alive. You go outside. There's 2 boss fights in there. You go outside. Nunu is said, "Why are you here? You should be dead." And you say you killed the announcer, and after you kill the announcer, that's what happens. And then after that, you go over like but after you talk to Nunu, he says, "Get him, Poe." I think that's what he says. I'm not it keeps like freezing certain maps whenever I'm like recording this, and also like just staring at this thing to figure out what happened. So Poe is over like she comes from like where you killed Lala. She comes from there, and first off, you just stab her to death with your chainsaw. And she also turns into like this one thing at the end, like near the end. It's like this thing with 2 arms and it has 2 handles. I think that's a formation of a spider, probably because it is. And I think the reason that she's a spider in the game is because she was hanged, and the hanging was probably like a spider web, and that's probably what it originates from. So she's a spider now. After that, she's a full-on spider, and she just tries to she literally tries to like stab you with the 2 things on the front of her legs. And there's like little bars. Well, your health bar is the yellow, your energy is the blue, and there's a lot of like health orbs that you can grab and they heal you. And that's how I keep on getting random health. And after you kill it, you go over to Nunu, you say, "No, Jose. Wait, no way, Jose." And then you cut him open with a chainsaw. And then it shows you his point of view, and it's just like the screen's like it makes like a weird sound. And it's like the screen shattered. And then there's Sergeant Miles, and there's everybody from the military just standing there. And one of the soldiers, they guide you, Sergeant Miles, and him. Y'all all go over to like all 3 of y'all go over to like this cliff, and there's an invasion of literally those monsters at the beginning. They're like the things that we saw in the sewers, and so you get the good ending from that, and that's really all the lore is for the good ending. And also, one thing I want to talk about, I remember in my classic video, I was talking about, like, how Lala died, and, like, I thought Dipsy died first. I just realized that after Lala's dead, he comes from the mainland house. So, Dipsy did die after. So, it is in the order of the song, like usual. Sorry, give me a minute. Sorry, I was scratching my ear and stuff. Literally, I'm sweating so bad. Mainly because I'm not breathing that much. But, so that's all. That's gonna be all of it for this lore video. So, goodbye. See you in the next video. I'm gonna make another video tomorrow, I think. My voice box really hurts. It's not a voice box, but I know it's just whenever I talk, it hurts. So, this is the final bye, so, goodbye!